doing this. So we're doing this because we're going to do a rebroadcast of Could You Fall in Love with a Robot, which is a really funny episode from a couple of months ago that I know a lot more people haven't seen than have seen. So I'd like you to watch it again. And this gives me the opportunity to let you know that Wednesday night, so we're going to be on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday schedule. Of course, Saturday being the show about movies, the film festival. What a great memory I have. And then the big interview, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Gives me Tuesday and Thursday to breathe and to work on the shows because, we're looking for people, as we have been for a while. But things may be looking up. You never know. We got a guy, we'll see what he does. But, active sponsor. I have to, hi, finally catching you live. That would be a good thing, I think, considering that you're an active sponsor. I think that would probably be a great thing. I don't honestly think I knew that you were an active sponsor, so thank you. That's very nice of you. I don't get like notifications like through some of the other services, so I should go through those. So, hi, Christine. I am up this late because we've got a show surprise. Yeah, it's a wonderful surprise. I have a show on Wednesday with Georgia. Oh man, I'm going to have to remember how she said her name again. Hang on a second. Fierce. Is that? Hang on. Oh, got to put it on speaker.
It's pronounced ferocious.
Oh, here we go.
It's pronounced ferocious.
Georgia Feroz. I'm supporting you for your film festivals. Ooh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, that is, I love the film fest. It's just a blast. And we're going to have a good one this week. We already got films lined up and it's only Monday. Well, Tuesday. That is awesome. I really appreciate it. So I figured I'd catch some people overseas in waking up in the morning, maybe a little something to watch while they're having their tea and crumpets or, whatever they might have in France in the morning. What would they have in France? Okay. Croissants. You're in Switzerland. Oh, what would you have for breakfast in Switzerland? Croissant. Yeah. Oui. Don't speak French at all. Okay. So anyway, Georgia Feroz is going to sing a song for us here. Just a little clip. And we'll be back with a word from our sponsor after this short little clip.
Oh, I can't really handle that without bringing up the past again. You gotta in my life. I've got tears in my eyes, I'm sick of crying. I wanna tell you, baby, I love you with a little room to make mistakes. Get off my back. I was talking to somebody else. Take a step back and stop worrying about yourself. I don't know why you have such an interest in me when it's none of your business. Do you enter and hop on somebody else? Oh, you.
I'm so skilled with my technical switching abilities. The muesli sounds delicioso. Definitely not something I've had for a while. Okay, so that's Georgia? Gross? What? Revolution, what is your problem here? Hang on a second.
It's pronounced Feroce.
Feroce. I like it. It's like ferocious. And oh my gosh, she has some badass tunes. I am privy to getting up very, very early, like just a handful of people. Possibly this is happening for me. Sneak peek of her next album, which I got to tell you, I would imagine if I heard it, I would say it's great. Okay. But that's a big if. So now a quick word from our sponsor before we roll the Could You Fall in Love with a Robot rebroadcast. I tried a chocolate flavored one recently, almost the same as Cocoa Pops. All right. Let's reset the room. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Scooch Case. This company right here is, they're sponsoring us. They gave us some stuff, and they have I think this is like the universe edition or something, because of the outer space theme there. But they have a really nice series of cases, and their little bit of call to fame there is their little wingman support thing. So you can use it like that to hold on to it, or you could stick it in the vent of your car and it'll sit there. And then another nice little feature of this case, use English, from Scooch. And again, I'm doing all the technical directing myself, so let's see if we can pull this off. Hang on. And then I have to disappear. Hey, look at that. Okay. So then what you have here is got this nice little quick, one of those little pop-up stand things, right? Right there, ready to go for you. And then, of course, you can put it in the portrait orientation there. And it's really cool because you can just, use it. Just, have fun with it. So, Scooch Case, look, these guys are doing us a fantastic, watch this fade, boop, right to black. Do you like those sound effects? Boop. A fantastic service to us, because as one of the first sponsors of the program, that's going to help give us some credibility to get some more. So I love the guys at Scooch. I looked into the company a bit. I wasn't able to dig too far. But I think they're a good company. The owner seems like a good guy, very much aligned with, my philosophy, and that's important to me. So, Scooch Case. It's scoochcase.com, SCOOCHCASE.com. Scooch Case. Buy their shit, man. It's good. And you're supporting the program. And here we go. Thank you, everybody who's joined me live. This is kind of fun. I'm not usually on at this hour unless it's Saturday night. So I'm glad I caught everybody is anybody actually from the United States here? We have Switzerland, we have Australia, and hold on. Let's see. Oh, Australia. Yeah. Okay. Is there a promo code so you get credit for the sale? That is an excellent idea, but no, I was really happy to get them to send me some merchandise and endorse it. So I didn't develop the deal out farther than that, but I will definitely do that in the future. But what you could do, if you wanted to take a little extra time, if there's not a notes section in the order form, send them a little send them a little email and say, "Hey, I bought this Scooch case because of the show." Honestly, that would be huge for me. That would be massive because it's going to be hard to get them any direct feedback about this stuff. So, but anything you do, buying one would still be appreciated because they're a sponsor, and like I said, they're good cases, and they're pretty reasonably priced. So, yeah, let's watch. I mean, I'm going to bed, but you guys can watch it. Lovely, though, to see you. This is a very funny show. Very funny show. Could you fall in love with the robot? Lots of love to all of you. Peace be with you, and namaste. Enjoy this rebroadcast.
We
Hi.
fixed it. We fixed it.
I'm going to take all the credit for fixing it, by the way. So here we go. Melanie's trying to get in too. Hang on one second because she's texting me. This is the marvelous thing about live broadcasting. Is it going to restart? She needs a new link. Okay. I'm really not good at doing two things at once, and it's going to get very obvious. Okay. You need to. All right. Well, let me do this. I know what I can do. We're going to be impromptu. Anna, do you remember
Hello.
what? Hello. Do you remember what things Kelly's about? The three things she told me.
So she's an actress and she's filmmaker.
Okay, wait. You're going to announce her. I'm going to go away for a second. So you're in charge, Anna. Hang on.
I don't.
You're in charge. Have fun.
Don't do that to me again.
Oh, okay. I won't. You can yell at
No,
me later.
I'm kidding. No, this is my show. No, I'm kidding. So we have Kelly. She is. I don't know. I'm not gonna say where are you from. They figure out or you say it. And she's actress and filmmaker. And I didn't understand the last part.
Oh,
She's a
yeah, no, the
philanthropist.
last part is a philanthropist. So, yeah, I have my own non-profit organization called Give Backpackers. So we give back while we backpack around the world. And our last mission trip was to Uganda, where we bought 14 sewing machines and a plot of land for the women to have a sustainable business and to teach young women a craft so they have more to do in life than just be seen as baby makers, which is a sad truth to a lot of the girls in villages there.
Wow, that's awesome. I want to know more about it. I'm gonna hit you up later because I'm working in some things like that. So
Yeah.
I'll be so interested. Okay, now I'm gonna also introduce Mark Goldman. He's co-founder and CEO of Hubs. Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Can you tell the audience why we couldn't go
Oh, wow.
before?
You just go right for it, don't you, Anna?
Hold on. She just went right for the throat. We know what job she wants. I thought she wanted mine.
So yes, I can say that we got kicked off the last time because I inadvertently hit the end broadcast button and ended our broadcast. And I'm an idiot, basically. So it's good to see all of you guys.
Did you hear that, Pablo? Yeah,
Well,
you did it. Mark, the thing I need to tell everybody is I can make people a director, so they can control this back here like Eleanor does for us, but they can't in the program. But now I know that you can. So, yeah, no, dude, no worries. It's just an absolutely wonderful thing. We've got a few hiccups. Look, we're gonna, as people using the platform, we need to understand that it's in beta mode, and beta mode is testing mode. So
yeah, but
things
Rev,
happen.
beta mode is not an excuse for my idiocy. That's a different issue entirely.
Well, no, it could be part of the beta because we may now know that you shouldn't be able to end the show.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So there we go. So yeah, so here we are, and oh, Melanie, awesome. Come on in. Woohoo. What's up, Melanie?
Hey, how you doing, Rev? Hey,
I'm
everyone.
doing all right. So
Hey.
Hi, Melanie.
Hey.
don't blame this on the beta. Pablo says he's going to defend his stuff. Good for you, sir. Oh, is this where it's all happening tonight? Eh? Indeed, Helen
Mhm.
Wallace. This is where it is all happening. We almost broke the internet.
Yeah, this is the house.
Yeah. Melanie, so we know each other through your friend and business partner, Africa, and
Yes.
through my friend, and I'm a board member on her board, and I helped her start her nonprofit that I'm a part of, Dr. Dominica McBride. So Melanie you're a comedian and a video producer and a photographer and maybe a radio producer. I'm not just she does everything. So and she's in Chicago too. So welcome. That's Mark Goldman on your right, and then Anna, and then we swing down to Kelly, and there's me. So, Doe Darling's here. What's up, Doe? Fist bump award from Kim Carolina. I appreciate that. So let me tell Melanie and Kelly and the rest of you that maybe have never been here before what's going on HAPS. Oh, wait a minute, Eleanor. Absolutely put me in the upper left-hand corner because there is no way that we need that banner covering up Anna. Just there you go. You cover up my bald spot. So the
You deserve it.
so this is HAPS. It is the network of now. Mark, what is the actual mission statement? You know? Or is because the empathy one. Just tell me about the network of now and empathy for a sec.
Yeah, I mean, we have had as our core kind of shining light to connect the world through empathy, and basically this platform is built as a way to facilitate human connection and really improve understanding of one another, and so that's the mission and vision behind HAPS.
Excellent.
And did the name come from happening? What's happening?
What's happening, exactly. So we envision that once this gets to scale, that there'll be people all over the world talking about what's happening in their world and around the world, and you'll be able to tune in here and engage with them and engage with each other, and start to break down the barriers that exist between us, so that hopefully we can make some improvements in the world.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Sorry, I was reading some of the. Go ahead. Oh no, I was reading the chat.
Just to let you guys know, it says my internet connection is unstable. So if I don't respond, I'm just going to be quiet because I'm really off time with you guys.
Is there a delay? So here's what you can do, Kelly, is just refresh your browser.
I have a delay too.
You do? Yeah, just you can refresh your browser, and then you'll pop back in, and it should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we are here, I guess, to do something a little different. It's Friday night, and tonight's theme is, could you fall in love with a robot? So this came to me because this has kind of been a popular thing for a while. There's probably old science fiction about it and everything, but it's kind of made the news again a bit. Is, this idea of, is it possible to fall in love with a computer? I think there was the movie Her, and there was Ex Machina, and all of these things. So I think there's a lot of reasons why we probably could and will fall in love with non-humans. I think just by the nature of who we are. So that said, does everybody find that a fairly strange concept here to fall in love with a robot, or does it make sense?
It totally makes sense to me. I've seen short films about it. Yeah, like you mentioned the movies about it, and I feel like my phone is my best friend and lover and therapist. So yeah, totally get it.
Pretty good price for all of that. I mean, $1,000 for all of those things that you get to carry around with you. That's not too bad.
Yeah, and then all the issues that come with it: addiction, anger,
Right.
frustration.
And yeah,
I've
well,
heard
I'll be nice.
I've heard some women fall in love with their vibrator. So that's
Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing that I could talk about all night.
What- Let's let at least get after midnight. No, I'm just kidding. Talk about whatever you want. And yeah, I never thought of that actually. You could
Melanie,
fall
we're
in
gonna
love with your vibrator. So there's the kind of the male version of that. But I mean, I'm such a visual creature, and it looks like a soda can, with a little saw. I don't think I'd fall in love with that object, but that is a good one.
Well, I've definitely told mine that I love it. So it's a thing.
Wow, who knew where this was going? My partner
In
is
no
actually called
time.
Android. Yeah. What about you, Mark? What do you think of the concept of that robot?
I have to admit it's a hard thing for me to wrap my head around. I just was talking about the whole concept of human connection and person to person connection and it is kind of hard for me to visualize being able to make that connection with a robot or an inanimate object.
Well,
Much as I love
think-
technology.
what is the difference between you and Kelly actually doing her wedding planning with her phone right now? is what would you need the computer or the robot to have, you think, to fall in love with it?
Personality, humor, compassion, empathy, good communication skills.
I think if you research too, even the 5 love languages. So if the robot is speaking your specific language based off of who you are, based off of the quiz and test you took, then they'll have structure on giving examples of expressing their love to you. So that's kind of robotic in a sense.
Yeah, if
So
my
you-
phone
so-
started delivering me gifts, yeah, there would be no need for a man.
Well, Apple, if you're listening, if you oh my gosh, wow, seriously,
Well, there is
thank you,
online
Pablo. I had no
shopping,
idea
so you could-
where this would go. You did. Maybe you should have warned me. But if you so you this is an interesting concept, Melanie. Again, if you're listening, AI developers, you probably thought of this, but what if we instilled every trait that you love, crave, like, want in that device, because so much of what we think of as falling in love is it's visual cues. Maybe the robot needs some pheromones, and we could have an automatic genetic pheromone match when you pull it out of the box, right? So we could do absolutely everything you could imagine to make that robot seem real. And in my mind, I think it's going to be a done deal for a lot of people, and that changes a lot of things, in society. And I don't want to get to be slightly psychopathic and living with their mom in their basement or whatever.
That's
Which
funny.
sounds better?
At least they listen to you because they take on what you said you like. They're actually listening. They're computed to be with you. So I don't know. Somebody was saying something. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, I think like marketing, Google ads and Facebook ads and Instagram listens better than most men also, because you'll see as soon as you say something, it pops up. Most guys
Sure.
don't remember that.
Mark, we're going to easily be replaced by computers. And I can guarantee you, for most men, these computers will be much more compatible than we might be. Okay, so
it sounds like we already have been, right?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You don't have to worry about signs with the robot.
Nope. Just swipe left on the shiniest, newest Apple product you want on Tinder. Coming soon.
And they're just getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, they are indeed. Can we date Google? Is that an option? Oh, badges. Sure. I think you can date within software programs and stuff like that. I mean, what would you, Lindsay, do you want to come out here and tell us what it would be about Google that you're so attracted to? Come on up. And Eleanor, give her an invite, would you please? I love Lindsay. She's great. Hello from Boston. Let's go to, look who's in the house, man. Dr. Ian McLaughlin, like the guy that probably knows more about this than any of us by 100. Love also evolves as you mature, different needs and drives. And I know this awesome dude is always busy at this time of night, but I'm always going to invite him. So please feel free to come up. You know that, Doctor. And let's see, Bannerman's here. Kimchi's here. So Kimchi's the concierge. Oh, I didn't even get to, before that epic fail, I didn't get to talk about the awards and the different systems that we have here at HAPS. So, sorry, I'm still thinking about some of those things we were just talking about. Let me clear my head here a little bit. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just, okay. Has a lot of ramifications. So anyway, if you see people giving these awards, right? So what these awards are, it's just a way to celebrate the people on the screen with you. It's a way to really celebrate the host and what they've done. A lot of times it's somebody doing a cooking show, or there's just so many different things that you could do on HAPS. In my case, hopefully you like the program, and you want to give me a little tip. And Frank Lentz, Abyss, Kim Carolina, Joy Christine, and Pablo De La Hoya, my favorite person in the world when things aren't working, and most of the time as well, also has given us a few tips. So you can come on here right away. You can start creating. You can get some tips. You can get some feedback. Ooh, I'm hearing something.
I think I robot.
Right. Oh man.
Oh my gosh, the robot is picking its dates. Scanning all of us. That should be better with the awards. Okay, let's see. I think we're back. We're okay. So the awards are just a fun way to celebrate the people that are doing this for you. And even if it's just, one person up here with, just kind of, I don't know, maybe they're reading the Upanishads or, the Tao Te Ching or something. They're just here doing something. And you want to just say, hey, I really like what you're doing. You can give them a little tip. You can also sponsor someone. So there's a VIP program here. So if you are putting in the work, you want to really make this maybe a really awesome hobby, or maybe you have dreams of being the next, I don't know any of the big influencers, but whoever, you can do it here. It doesn't cost you anything to multicast. And if you become a VIP, it's not easy to do, but it's not hard to do. I did it, so it can't be that hard. And you can get sponsors. So I have a goal this week of I just need 7 more $5 a month sponsors, and we're gonna hit that goal. My mission here, if you don't know, is to elevate, uplift, bring to media and journalism people that don't usually get the opportunity to do it. Like tonight, I mean, we have 2 marvelous actors and a comedian and a couple of filmmakers all wrapped into one, and I hope people see them. Kelly, your 40 seconds film. Can you hear me well enough? Could you tell us about that for a minute, because you guys need to know about this. And you know what? This is why I reached out to you on Clubhouse, was because of this film. I looked at everything else you were doing and everything, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I really want to meet her. I want to have her on the program. But I was homeless 10 years ago. I'm bipolar. I have ADHD. I've come a long way. But mental health is a huge issue to me. So yeah, tell us about your film.
Wow, first of all, I'm very proud of you for overcoming the trials and tribulations that you have and to be here tonight and to be hosting this for us. You're a success story. You're very inspiring. I had no idea. So 40 Seconds came out of my own loss, trauma, and mental health struggles. I moved to Vancouver in the end of 2017 after losing my best friend, Lindsay Hawley, to suicide. So the movie was a way to express the trauma that mental health issues can create, and how it feels to lose someone, and how even through loss, there are a lot of valuable lessons, and there is a way to communicate with those who have passed, and they can continue to guide us along our way. And the bigger message that I wanted to tackle is mental health and just having a conversation about it, because I think if we just spoke more about our mental health struggles, we wouldn't have as many mental health struggles, because we'd realize that we're all going through shit and no one's life is perfect or really represents the highlight reel that we see on most social media. And Clubhouse is actually revealing a whole nother side to social media that is much more constructive and productive and positive, but we can discuss that later. So it explores mental health. I really wanted to use it as a vehicle to just open up that conversation. So ideally, originally what we were going to do was screen 40 Seconds in schools and music festivals and have a mental health professional be there afterwards to answer questions and do Q&As. And then when the students go back to their classroom, they can do a worksheets and explore different exercises on understanding their own mental health and different resources and tools such as meditation. And with the new climate that we live in, we're actually adapting that to go online. So you can check out 40secondsfilm.com, 40 as in 40, secondsfilm.com, and check out a little bit more about the film. You can get on our list, because what we're going to do is I'm actually partnering with a mental health professional and psychologist in Australia who has created this incredible program to combine lifestyle medicine and studying the science of and the psychology of the brain and blending wellness in there as well. And it's this beautiful program where it's focusing on mental health and physical health, because they're very tied in together. A lot of people don't realize that our gut, we have, like they call it, the second brain in the gut. So understanding diet, understanding sleep and stress really affects your mental health as well. So definitely stay tuned on that, because that is the bigger message behind the film, is the whole campaign following it.
Wow. And you have another film, right? Out, but hang on one second. We can talk about that in a little bit, but I just want you to, you've got a lot going on, and holy cow, like that is absolutely amazing, inspiring. And I just want to say that network people, the kismet, the spirituality, it's amazing how interesting people I'm able to get connected to, and this same ideas that we have and everything. It's just beautiful, and it's happening in this space, and I appreciate all of you for that. That's just wild. That's just very, very beautiful. Okay, so you have another film coming out, so make sure before we go, we talk about that. Before you have to go, how are you doing for time, Kelly? And oh, there you are. You might be a little delayed. Oh, all right. Maybe she's refreshing the browser, hopefully. All right, so, and wait, here we go. There you go. You're back.
Yeah, sorry. It's my connection. It doesn't seem to be doing too well tonight, so you're cutting in and out a lot. Sorry.
No worries. No worries. So yeah, so you've got another film coming out I want to make sure we talk about it. But how much time do you have left to hang with us? I know you might need to get going. So
Yeah, about 20 more minutes.
okay, very good. Well, we'll get back to that in a second, and that'll be good. We can close you out with that, Melanie. So, like, what are you working on?
Whew. I'm going back and forth to Georgia, connecting with some people that own studios, and got some video projects coming out, working on that. And yeah, I'm in the midst of writing a book. So I'm writing a book, and yeah, I do acting as well. So that's awesome to have other actors, in good synergy with each other right now. So yeah, just working, staying out of COVID's way, and enjoying the weather as Chicago warm up.
Awesome. That's very good. Hey, everybody in the space here with me in the studio, take a look at the message to the left. And Anna, tell us about what you're working on. Uh-oh.
I can only hear transformer robot sounds coming from her.
Yeah, well,
I think she's been taken over by the androids.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. They've picked her. They're assimilating her. Yeah, just refresh your browser, Anna.
It's straight up transformer robot sounds.
Fine. No worries. We'll see you in a sec. All right. I think that'll take care of the noise. We know Mark, but Mark, tell us a little bit about what you kind of envision this platform to do.
Well, I feel like I talked about that, Rev. I mean, I'm happy to go into it, but why don't you go to Anna? Because I do feel like I talked about the whole, idea behind the platform and giving people a way to connect and to share their stories and to connect with people all over the world. So not quite sure.
You did. I should have rephrased that in terms of a little more detail about that, but no, that's good. Anna, all right, what are you working on?
Hi, can you hear me now?
We can.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, so I'm working in a couple projects right now, but both of them have kind of the same base. So one of them is I'm with my business partner, Sadie. We just set up our production company, what I'm so happy to announce.
Awesome.
And we do different things like music videos. How do you say in English? I don't remember. Corporate videos, I think you say. And we are working on a documentary that I've been working on for years. Idea a documentary. So we are working with homeless people. We wanna show the reality of Los Angeles in this case, and the reality of the homeless people on the street, to kind of show that they are people and give them voice and spread the message that they want to say that no one else want to listen. But again, we are not on position to say, we are not criticizing the society, if that makes sense. We just want to show that they are people, that you can talk to them, and most of them need help, and we just have to, I think we need to be more aware of. And at the same time, I'm doing a show on Instagram Live that I'm gonna change to Hubs, thanks to Revs that introduced me to this platform. And the show is inspiring interviews, because we all have been struggling a lot this 2020, I think, and many moments that I've been frustrated, about to give up and go back to Spain or whatever. Knowing other people's stories has helped me to don't give up and keep going and keep fighting for my goals. So at some point, I thought, if these stories are helping me, can help other people as well. So yeah, I'm doing that with people with different backgrounds, and every kind of stories and topics, like mental disorders that we don't talk that much about. And I think if all of us know more about those,
I think the society can be better, and we can understand more other people. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on now.
I love hearing what you're working on every time, Anna. Again, the synchronicity, the kismet, the spiritual just groove that flows through here and all around mental health. You could just, I honestly can't tell you how good that makes me feel, because of where I came from and because I was very lucky. I had a little bit of internet fame 10 years ago, and I always wanted to parlay that fame when I was speaking in New York, with people like Deepak Chopra and Jack Dorsey was there, and all these folks that I was able to meet when I was still homeless and able to tell my story. So this is just a beautiful thing for me. So I appreciate it very much. I'm going to jump into the comments here for a second.
Can I just jump in for 1 second, Rev? Because Anna, it's such a pleasure to be on here with you. I have to say, after your broadcast on Wednesday night with Rev, we got the most amazing emails from people who watched that broadcast, saying that it was one of the most, touching conversations that they've witnessed and experienced, and something they could never imagine seeing in mainstream media, and that they just loved. They loved it. They were moved by it, and they greatly appreciated it. So I was thrilled that I was going to be on here tonight and be able to say thank you personally for doing that on HAPS.
Thank you so much. I'm getting emotional, but it's a good emotional. It's not sadness. It's happiness, because that's what I want. I want to help people, and I want to motivate people through other people's stories or through my own story. So it makes me feel. You have no idea how this makes me feel. Thank you so much. I have no words.
Well,
Yeah, you guys went deep. That was really special.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And just know that you touched quite a few people, because we heard from quite a few people, and I can only imagine how many beyond that you guys touched. So thank you.
Oh my God, this is a huge gift for me right now. You haven't. I cannot explain. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I think, Eleanor, it was just come up here for a sec. If you're not tied up there.
Ooh, Anna, someone said your accent is so classy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I have an admirer. Nice.
Sorry, I was
Thank
on a
you.
different screen.
The well, okay.
Right.
Eleanor was very much part of that dialogue yesterday, and I just want to say how absolutely proud I am of everybody that participated in that. And I know it was hard. It was hard for me, and I know, and it was hard for everybody. And some of us talked about it afterwards. And Mark, I agree that something like that, it's just not going to happen anywhere else. There's not the space for it. There's not the safe space for it. And that's what I'm glad we were able to do, is even with Kim working in the comments, to be able to create a safe space, to have that dialogue was absolutely a beautiful thing. And much love to you, sir, for giving us this space to do it. Yeah, Eleanor, it was a pretty powerful thing. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to say that I'm glad that this happened, because it was the first time that I say it out loud and that I talk about it. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, amazing.
But
Amazing.
I felt comfortable enough. That's what it was so organic for me to just talk about it. Like, I was feeling comfortable with the audience. I was feeling comfortable with the people here, and I just spread it out. And then once I said it, I was like, "Oh my god!" And you have no idea the release that was for me. So again, thank you, and thank you, Eleanor. You were wow.
That's awesome to hear. It's awesome to hear that situation that night got turned into some empowerment for you.
You have no idea.
That's awesome.
All right. The oh, I still need a drink. Hang on. Allergy season in Chicago, where my beautiful pipes become corrupted by pollen. All right. The let's go back to the robot thing for a few minutes. Now that we've all agreed that some of us could fall in love and some of us can't, I've actually texted a phone to see if they're more interesting since we last met. But
You know, I was thinking more about the question as everybody was talking about it. There's something my significant other once said to me that loving somebody is about loving their perfect imperfection. And there's something I just struggle with the idea of finding that in an inanimate object, no matter how much it's programmed or whatever it is, that essence of human and the connection that brings about. I guess I just struggle to imagine it.
Well, can I say something?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so I think just because you love a robot don't mean you can't love a human being as well. So love can be expressed in other ways, you know? So it's not like, I guess, if you love a robot, if you fall in love with a robot, that means I'm Xing out all humans. I can't fall in love with a human. You can fall in love with both. Like you can love pizza and you can love chicken.
No question, Melanie. I totally get that. I'm just saying, for me personally, and maybe I'm just, in the dark ages here. I find it hard to relate to that concept of falling in love with an inanimate object. It's a hard thing for me to wrap my brain around.
Yeah, the phone. I mean, that's kind of an inanimate object, but like, have you seen Ex Machina? That robot, like, she's like, I mean,
it sounds like somebody
gorgeous and is smarter than humans. So, what's that? Yeah, she's hot. She's like, okay, and I'm not saying that's what love's about, but I certainly wouldn't be uncomfortable around those awkward moments, with the robot that pretty much seems like a human. I mean, personally, I think I could fall in love with a robot if I haven't said that. And because attachment and compassion and feedback, interconnectivity, all those things that, make us human. And of course, I think Dr. McLaughlin would somewhat agree with me, but I'm not even exactly sure we're conscious. So then that becomes a whole different story of, what you fall in love with. So, I think if you can deliver all the things that I need for love, I think it's going to be very possible. And I'm going to say to Melanie's, my personal, ethical non-monogamy lifestyle, that fits in great. And in fact, it might be easier. It might be easier for me to have a robot lover as opposed to a human being, because it'd be a different dynamic when you're in an open relationship. So, yeah, that let's see, how much does it cost?
Have you guys watched, and it's not so much to do with robots, but more to do with, I guess, love in this modern age, there's a Vice episode based on in Tokyo how people kind of outsource love. And it's not just men, it's women too. They'll go to a club and they'll pay men for affection, just bottle service, stuff like that. And then the men will pay to go to not a brothel. It's not like they're going there for sex, but it's like attention, affection, hugging, touching, even like cleaning out ears. Like it was really weird what they were requesting. But yeah, it's really interesting because Japan is a very like technologically advanced and futuristic country, and they seem to be moving more and more away from human interaction and traditional relationships.
Yeah, I think we are technology is evolving as we are experimenting, like in a speed that we cannot even control. We don't get to control something when there's a new thing, you know what I mean? So I think, for example, Clubhouse, to me, is a good example to talk about falling in love with a robot, or different ways of falling in love with someone, because you connect with people just hearing their voices. And you connect in a way like you say, like, oh my God, I like that person. I would like to connect with that person as a friend, as a lover, any kind of relationship. But I think that changed the way that we are going to start seeing other people. When we see in person, we are going to start looking more for what is inside, more than just looking the presentation. Because even if we look for what is inside mentally, it's something that goes within us as a humans. We also want the person go through your eyes and look at that person and say, oh wow, it's hot, or oh wow, I like it or not. So I think how the technology is changing and evolving, it's gonna 100% change the way that people love and the way that people connect. So I honestly think that people can fall in love with a robot 100%.
I think I'm going to get into robot manufacturing. Mark,
big business,
build companies. You
big
build
business.
companies,
Big business for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to run soon, just to let you guys know. But I have enjoyed this conversation despite my poor internet. I need to figure this one out before the next show.
Well, if you have any more issues or problems with your internet, we'll get some people to walk you through some settings and stuff if you need to, because we want you to come back. So I hope you will come back. And you're going to get an interview with me. So
yeah, no,
ahead,
I love this new format. I love the live chat. It's really great to be able to see live feedback. That's really fun. And to see these awards being thrown around and these like responses. I think this is a really interesting platform, and I'm excited to explore it more.
Oh, excellent. That's awesome. Yeah, I when I'm thinking about people for this, and I think we talked about a little, it's hard to take on another thing, but when people see this, it's powerful. And for me as a film school student and somebody worked in the industry on a very low level back in the day, there's so many possibilities to just amplify the impacts of your films, your nonprofits, your whatever. Even if you have a business, there's just so much you can do here. So before you go, I just thank you for probably was Instagram and saying hello and starting the dialogue, because I really appreciate you being here. And tell us a little bit about your latest project.
Oh, yeah. So it's like the polar opposite of 40 Seconds. 50 Shades of Quarantine is an absolutely ridiculous Corona comedy about
It is.
the different quarantine characters we're seeing. So there's the makeup vlogger, there's the alcoholic fit chick, there's the hippie chick, there's the conspiracy theorist who's out there chasing aliens. And they're all just really exaggerated versions of myself. Like, I'm just really just digging at myself more than anything, but also it's just kind of making light of the situation, adding levity and laughter to a very heavy topic and situation that I think one day we'll be able to put it more into perspective of how beneficial this time was for certain aspects of our spiritual and emotional growth. It's hard to see, the forest through the trees when you're in it, but this is kind of a commentary on this time